Welcome to Xero Hero, a short video blog from HBA Encompass aimed to make your Xero journey easier. Please note that all the slides today have been created from existing Xero training videos. Xero has rapidly changed in the past few years, so sometimes the pictures are using old screenshots or overseas versions. Where possible, each session is followed up by a live demonstration. If you have any queries regarding any content delivered today, feel free to contact me via email, victoria@hbaencompass.com.au or phone 0754 447094. Welcome to automatic superannuation payments.
The plan is that paying your super through Xero is a simple and automatic process. So SuperStream actually takes the information from your payroll and gives that information to the super funds that you're paying, but also to the tax office of what you're paying. So it makes your job easier, because instead of having to pay 15 different super funds and the grief that goes through that, we can do it with one click and make it a simple process. The important thing is that you need to have your setup of your employees correct, which we went through a SuperStream seminar recently, that if anyone wants information on that, is to contact me and I'll give you a link to that one. But also to go through the registration. So Xero connects with a superannuation provider called ClickSuper. Now, ClickSuper then direct debits your bank account for the super and sends it all out to all the super funds for you, instead of you having to make the 15 individual payments. So when you go into payroll and superannuation, if you haven't set up, it comes up with this information box here and says to set it up. So it's quite an easy process. You click on the online registration form and then work through the process. Now, they ask you to invite Xero support. You've got to make sure that you've got the information correct for the funds, and you got all your super funds and your membership numbers are correct. From there, it's just a matter of filling out the form, and it asks things like your ABN, your business name, your bank account, who is the point of contact, and also for a phone number of the point of contact. So there's two different points of contact. One is the person who has the authority to authorise payment out of the account, and the other is what they call the superannuation contact, which is the person who's using the Xero to click it through to authorise the payment. In small business, it's generally the same person, but it could have your bookkeeper as the person who does the codes and stuff like that. We click on submit, and then things happen behind the scene and they contact you when it's all ready to go. So once it's activated, as it says here, you can process all your employees' payments in one swoop. So we go to payroll and we click here on add a super payment. We work out what period we're paying for, so it might be a month or it might be a quarter, and we tick all the payments that are there and we hit submit for approval. What happens there is it tells you that it's pending approval, and ideally you should be able to check that amount that's there to your payroll reports to check that the super is the same amount, because you want to make sure you're paying the correct amount. It should be part of your process. And then within 24 hours, ClickSuper will text you an authorisation code, and that's how they know that you've got the authorisation to deduct the super out of the bank account. So you go into the payroll, and then you put in, we go into the super payment and it's pending approval. We click on the approve button, put in your authorisation code and approve and submit. And then within about 2 or 3 days, ClickSuper will automatically take that money out of your bank account and shoot it across to the super funds. So if you can put that into perspective to the hour or two that you would spend normally in paying super on a monthly or quarterly basis, it's a much, much quicker and easier process. A couple of things to remember is you need to make sure, if you're doing it quarterly, that you do it with ample time for the money to come out of your bank account by the 28th, so that you meet the superannuation cut-offs. and also that you've got money in the bank to pay it. My name's Victoria Berry. I'm one of the directors of HBA Encompass. So if you need to contact me, my email address is victoria@hbaencompass.com.au, or of course our phone number is 0754 44 7094. Thanks for listening.